Yes, so we have our OG host, David, who also has a show on YouTube called What the Heck Is That? Check him out. What the Heck Is That on YouTube with David Ventura. And then we have our new host, Faith. So one more round of applause for them, please. Awesome. Thank you all for being patient while we sorted out some technical difficulties, but we are good to go. And everyone who's watching on live stream, they can actually see us now. So, with all that being said, welcome to, once again, Jazz Hands Concert Series 19. Our theme for today is Pride and Joy. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that. All the musicians that you're going to see on the stage, they handpicked each song that they're going to be performing, and they thought about the theme and said, okay, what song really represents for me pride in myself and belief in myself? And that's how they chose their songs today. So everything you hear is going to be coming straight from the hearts of our musicians. And so now let me tell you about Jazz Hands, right? So I see some familiar faces in the audience. If you've been here before, wave your hand, wave your hand. That's right, that's right. These are our OG audience, and then we have some new audience members as well. So for those who are new, Jazz Hands for Autism, we call ourselves empowerment engineers. And what that means is that through our programs, we help our musicians really recognize that their musical talents are something of value that they can share with their communities. And we also prepare the community to receive the talents and gifts and contributions of our musicians. And so our programs, we have 4 main programs with a bonus program. Our first program is the Jazz Hands Concert Series, which you are here at. So you are part of our program. So round of applause for that. And I'm trying not to talk so fast because I'm a little bit nervous. So let me slow down. And then, thank you. And then our second program, our second largest program is the Jazz Hands Musicians Academy. And that is a vocational program where our musicians can learn skills of how to be performers on stage. So this is part of the work that we do. They also learn how to teach. Wave your hand, Miss Cece. Yes. So Miss Cece and also Tyler and Brandy and a few of our other musicians are teachers in training at Jazz Hands for Autism. So we also have that as well. Our musicians are also composers, so we help them learn how to use music software like Sibelius or Pro Tools. And then we have our musicians that are interested in audio engineering as well. So we teach all the different types of ways that you can engage with the music industry. And then on top of that, we help them find work or internships in the community, both paid and sometimes also unpaid as well to build their resumes. So that is the Jazz Hands Musicians Academy. We also have our Jazz Hands Junior Academy, and you're gonna see one of our students here on stage today performing from our Junior Academy. That's for individuals who are ages 8 to 17 who are in school and they wanna learn a new instrument. So we teach guitar and we also teach piano. So if you know anyone who is in school and wants to learn an instrument, they can always register for the Jazz Hands Junior Academy as well. And then our fourth program, which ties into our Musicians Academy, is our work placement program. So our musicians have worked in many different places. They've performed for the city of Culver City. They performed for ex-mayor Richard Riordan. They performed for our current mayor, Karen Bass. They performed for different cities, different types of performances. So our musicians are really out there putting their skills into practice, right? And then they also work at schools. So we have Donna, our wonderful job coach here, who accompanies our students into the classroom and helps them teach what they're learning, teach the music to other students as well. And then if you forgot, we also have our music library. Do we have any film producers or, yes, okay, good. Well, we have music for your films or music for your commercials through our music library. It's ready and available to be licensed. It's registered with the PRO. Everything that you need to do, it's already done. And so all you have to do is go to our website and click it, and you can license the music right from there. And they're all composed by our musicians. Oh, my alarm is going off. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Anyway, and so, yeah, so we have that as well. So all of our programs, they all kind of coalesce around 3 of our biggest beliefs at Jazz Hands. The first one is that confidence is knowing that you have something of value to give to somebody else. So we believe that in order for you to be confident, you have to know that you have something that you can give to somebody else. Number 2 is that community thrives when that giving becomes reciprocal. So community cannot exist if it's only one-sided. Reciprocity is a very, very big part of community. And then our third belief is that inclusion requires not just representation, but also reciprocity. So it's one thing for a person who is, there's one thing for diversity to be in representation, but it's that we don't want to stop there. It's important that everyone who is part of a community is giving and taking from that community as well. So that is a very, very big part of what we do. So our musicians, not only are they in the community, they're giving and they're also receiving from the community as well. And so all that being said, right? Like I said, every musician that you're going to see here on stage has worked their butt off to put together their performances today, right? And so in the spirit of reciprocity, as they are sharing their hard work with you, sharing their pride in themselves, we are expecting you and hoping that you will then share applause, share whistles. You can get up and dance if you want to, and also share your joy with them as well. That's why it's called Pride and Joy. They're sharing their pride, and you are sharing your joy, and together we are experiencing what we call the Jazz Hands Joy, okay? And so I have to do this, so it's important. I want to thank our sponsors. One of our biggest sponsors is the City of Culver City. They are very, very supportive of our work, right? Also, Sony Pictures. We have Q Bake Shop. Y'all, those cookies are so good. If you haven't had the Q Bake Shop cookies, go there now and grab. We have a vegan snickerdoodle, and then we have non-vegan chocolate chip, okay? And then we also want to thank Wise Sons Delis for making sure that our musicians and our volunteers and our staff were fed today. And then Lululemon. Shout out to Lululemon. If you like my outfit, it's from Lululemon. So thank you, Lululemon, for my outfit. And they also have offered to have treats and coffee at their shop just down the way after the concert. So after the concert, feel free to stop by the Lululemon pop-up shop just right there, okay? And so now, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and allow our hosts to introduce our first act, but they're going to do it on the screen. Thank you all for coming.